Oh, I just got stuck in the water.
Alright, lift platform. It did stop raining. It'll take us about 11 minutes to get to where we're going. And we're
I
headed
don't
to
know how
my
to surface.
hometown. You don't know how to surface?
I'm stuck in the water.
That's great. Oh, actually, I'll do an outside view since we weren't able to hear the engine because of the rain. Oh, that is definitely not the engine.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. I just went across the bottom of it. Okay, I put myself as invincible.
I was trying to get a cool shot and I ran my truck into the
Sounds like someone needs a drug test.
probably. Probably. No, I was in the outside view because I was trying to get a good sound or a good like angle of the truck taking off. This one's better. This is a straight shot. Yeah, that's a lot better. There's no obstacles in the way. I can't believe it. Still no damage on the truck, though. We're still at 0%. So we're going to act like that never happened. Going to hit our stop sign, and off we go. I think I do have the Kenworth... Is it 100th? Yeah, Kenworth 100, 100th anniversary, so I got the black and red seats and all these cool badges and stuff. Pretty neat. Yeah, I was sad to hear the what is it, discontinuation of the W900. So I think they're shutting down production of those, so sad to hear. It's like all the good vehicles are starting to disappear.
Oh, did you hear it? Supposedly they're gonna redo the Camaro.
Yeah.
They're gonna take the next couple of years to get a new engine.
Yeah,
Better engine.
I heard that.
Ah, dang, the choke disappeared.
Which is great. But yeah, Camaro.
Yeah, I bet Dodge is gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, they were on the extinction list for a while. But I mean, still, I mean, even with the newer cars, I don't personally, I like the, you know, more classic, I guess, older style vehicles, and they're all starting to disappear. So, sad stuff, but I still have my relic from 2013.
You are the relic.
Your face is a relic. Actually, no, because relics are valuable, so I take that back.
Hey, yo, mama.
There we go. On the road again. Oh, I missed that shift. There we go. Our trip's gonna take about 11 minutes. Should show up around 7:20-ish. I'd say more around like 7:30. We'll actually be there. I'm not gonna commentate probably too much on this trip, just so you can really hear the truck. In fact, I'm gonna roll the windows down. We'll just have a little bit of just the truck noise. which right now all you hear is a freaking blinker. There we go. Awesome. Oh, I love the sound of these trucks. Real soothing.
Freedom!
Especially Jake brakes. Jake brake got to be one of my favorite sounds in the world. Yeah, that's what I say. I think I like the Jake brake sound off the Detroit, at least in ATS, and these mods that I have. I do like the Jake brake, the Detroit, a little bit more than the C15, but they still sound good. Can't tell if that's a. I think that's a Dodge Magnum in front of me. You remember Dodge Magnums?
Yeah, man, we all want one.
Oh, those things are old. I remember them back in the day. I think I knew somebody who had one. I actually don't recognize this kind of area here. That engine sounds so good though. I don't know what it is. Something about the sound of just being on the road. Like that's just so soothing. I think the calmest I ever am in general is whenever I'm playing this game. Hey, appreciate it, man. My Kenworth W900. John Ruta's mod. With of course Z mods, sound mods, C-Mods engine and stuff. I had my Peterbilt 389 out on a cruise earlier. Oh, speaking of Peterbilts, there's one coming up right on my left here. Looks like he's pulling a Caterpillar bulldozer back there. And we are hitting a solid 480 miles an hour right now. We're going uphill. See, I think we still got to be in Texas. But I don't, like I said, I don't recognize this immediate area right now. I mean, it kind of looks familiar. I mentioned earlier, I am headed back to my hometown right now. Yeah, man, so I got all of them. All the available DLCs, I think all the way up to Missouri. I do have all of them. I do tend to spend a lot of time in Texas and New Mexico though. But the more I stream, especially this, I want to go venture out into all those different states that I have. I've driven a little bit in each one as I've been acquiring them. I don't think I've been in Missouri maybe once or twice, so I want to explore more of that map for sure. Oh, okay, we're all slowing down here. Yeah, I've invested a lot of money into this already. And that's not even including like my stuff. Oh, I know, right? Love it when they brake check and then floor it. I know, exactly. I was just saying earlier too, I was on the highway. The other thing I was saying is whenever they decide to just merge straight onto the highway, you better get over, because they do not care about you. They will ram into the side of your truck. Has happened to me on so many. It's happened to you too, hasn't it? It's happened to me on so many occasions. But yeah,
it happened to me in real life.
Yeah. Well, in real life, sure. I'm talking about, but I'm talking about ATS. But yeah, anybody that doesn't know, that's why I say you got to get over if you got the chance. And sometimes you got another car coming up, so nothing you can do but just take it, honestly.
That's what she
yeah.
said.
Yeah. Good one. But yeah, man. No, these AI do not care at all. We're getting into New Mexico now. Here we go. We're going uphill. I think I got what it takes to pass this bus, though.
You got what it takes?
I don't know. He's pulling away from me. We'll see.
Can you handle the truth?
Yeah, Michigan would be cool. I'd say I'm probably going to be playing this till, you know, they add every single state, but I am excited. I love when they come out with a new state DLC, seeing which one they come out with. We'll make it to Florida. I'm curious to see something like New York. Personally, that's something I'm curious to see. Because most of the areas I drive in are all like rural, so I'm curious how they're going to do all the congestion of New York. That'd be crazy.
It's going to be worse than California.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Instagram videos of, you know, guys driving through New York. Chicago would be cool too. Yeah, Chicago definitely. But man, I don't know exactly where this warehouse is that this guy was dropping off, but oh my god, it was in New York. And it was the most wildest drop off I've ever seen. Like, I don't even know.
You talk about that one?
Which one?
Sorry, you talk about that one where he takes up all the lanes?
Yeah. Like there's like 4 or 5 lanes.
And it's like in the middle of the night, and he has to go
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah. My anxiety would never do. My anxiety would not let me do that. But yeah, that'd be crazy. But yeah, I think biggest city is probably. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's any like huge cities like that yet that I've seen, like Chicago or New York, that I've seen personally, that I've actually driven through. I can tell you for sure I have not been through every part of this map, not even close.
I think the closest in Texas would be like Dallas or Houston.
Mm. But yeah, what I was mentioning earlier, we're in New Mexico. We're headed to my hometown right now. This is where I grew up. Our drop off in Artesia, New Mexico. But I was actually surprised that my hometown was a city featured in ATS because of how small it is. Because you have, and of course I get it, Texas is huge, but I think you go like straight to Austin to Dallas, so you don't have those cities like in the middle. Because you have a city, you have Buda, Kyle, San Marcos. Those are all cities between, but you know they're not featured in the game.
I think they got Waco.
They do have Waco, yeah. Then I get it. They gotta. I mean, Texas is huge. They gotta fit what they can. You know, they gotta condense some stuff, and I get it. Oh yeah, yeah. I grew up in a small town, so yeah, there were semi trucks everywhere. When I was a kid growing up, my parents told me every time we saw a semi truck on the road, I would like lose my mind as a kid. I mean, I still have that passion for it too. I love seeing trucks drive down the road. But yeah, growing up, I did see a lot of trucks around my area, and they were mostly oil-filled trucks. That's what my hometown's known for, is oil and gas industry. So you'd have a lot of I think you'd have a lot of long nose trucks and like oil tankers and stuff. That's what I saw a lot of. But yeah, definitely growing up, I loved trucks. I loved trailers. My dad would come home sometimes, and he would bring a trailer home from I think it's from work or something. Just this huge trailer that was carrying gravel or something. I don't know what it is. I just had a fascination for it. Anything like heavy machinery, stuff like that. But definitely semis. Yeah,
My
that
dad let
would
me
be
drive
cool,
a
man.
forklift.
That'd be really awesome. What'd you say?
I said my dad taught me how to drive a forklift, or was teaching me how to drive.
Oh, forklift?
Yeah. Sit
Yeah,
down.
I've driven the sit-down forklifts too.
He was like the owner of the company.
I saw
Oh, well, he wasn't the
someone.
owner.
I did see someone mention a very interesting thing where somebody was saying it would be interesting in ATS, like if you had the option to load up your own truck. Which, I mean, it'd be a lot. I think it'd be pretty interesting if you wanted that option. You can like back in and then you can take over as an operator and load it in. That'd be pretty cool, but dude said ladies love a man who drives a forklift. That's true for me. That is true for me. Nah, yeah, we both work at the same company, but yeah, I drive a forklift for a living, so, but I can drive a sit down, but the ones we mainly use are stand-up forklifts. But yeah, I saw that meme going around. There's a meme going around about being like forklift certified is like one of the coolest things ever. And I'm like, heck yeah, dude. I'm like, I respect the appreciation. It was fun though.
I think it started off as mocking people.
I mean, that's, well, either way, it was still cool because people took it like real far. It was fun. It was funny seeing it. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up. I was talking about this earlier. Let me ask y'all a question. Would you ever want to drive a truck in real life? If you had the opportunity, would you take it? I was saying earlier, I love driving trucks, ATS. I would want to get behind the wheel just to see if I could do it, but I don't think I can actually drive out in real life, like with, you know, in actual traffic. Because in ATS, there's no consequences. Okay, yeah, never mind. Forget that. Said CDL school is like 2 to 3 weeks and costs like 5 to 6K.
Oh my god.
You're a heavy equipment operator, can walk the dog with a 395, can run a forklift to save my life. Can't run a forklift to save my life. I get it, man. But that's usually how it goes, right? Different equipments take, you know, little different skill sets. You might be able to do one, can't do one with the other. I get that. I mean, for me, I tend to pick up things pretty quickly, especially if it's hands-on. So if I'm allowed the opportunity to kind of figure things out, eventually I'll start picking it up pretty quickly. That's how I was with when I first started driving the forklift, and I had never touched heavy machinery in my life, right? So whenever I was getting certified for my forklift at my job, they had me go outside, drive around, you know, the little receiving dock for not even an hour, maybe a few minutes, and I picked it up. By the end of the morning, they had me putting stuff up, you know, in our steel. So I mean, I pick it up pretty quick. But the thing is, oh yeah, for sure, dude. I think that'd be awesome, having a Peterbilt for fun. Oh yeah, I would say go for it 100%. That'd be awesome.
I think I saw, I don't know if it was a Peterbilt, but it was an 18-wheeler on Facebook Marketplace for like 23,000.
Damn. Damn. Well, and it seems like, well, so yeah, well, it seems like that's becoming, I wouldn't say popular,
More
but
common.
well, yeah, I've seen people like, you know, they like that's one of their dreams is to buy like old Peterbilt, you know, with their friends or whatever, and I don't know. I feel like there's, you know, there's more of an uprising in, I guess, interest in truck driving or something like that. But
I want to buy a tow truck, so I gotta wait for someone to come tell me that. Well, call like 5 minutes later, say, "Oh yeah, we can't make it," and then I gotta go through my insurance again and be like, "Hey, I couldn't make it. Oh, we're gonna call someone yourself." It's like, bro, you called everybody.
yeah, man. You know, actually, in driving home, every now and then when I'm driving home from work on the highway, I will see those CDL testing trucks. So you got your semi, and then you got the trailer that has, you know, CDL school plastered on the side. But I give huge props to anybody who drives in real life, like seriously, because like I said earlier, my anxiety would not would never let me. Yeah, crazy. I definitely could not do it. Oh, look, we're here. Oh, I recognize this road, 100%. The road's leading directly into my hometown. Oh, it's good to be back.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
Yeah,
That's what would get me.
that's how my mom was, honestly. She didn't like driving in my dad's trucks. I got a right now I have a 2013 Camaro SS. That's my daily driver now. Before that, I did have a lifted Ford F-150, And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I fit in that truck. Like, I'm way too small for it, but yeah, I don't think my wife appreciated having to drive that one sometimes. I mean, she could do it, but I don't think she preferred to.
She should go work at Amazon, drive them 2500 vans. You get used to it real quick.
Yeah. I
You'll be
mean,
able to drive that.
Oh, I mean, like, no, like she handled the U-Haul when we moved. Oh, she handled that U-Haul perfect, I must say. Oh yeah, I do. I mean, I got a car page too. Yeah, I do all this for fun, right? So my streaming, my car, I appreciate that truck for letting me in. I do all this for fun. It's cool connecting with people, you know what I mean? But yeah, I see people, they gotta put their cars away for the winter. I never had to, so.
Never had to or never could afford to?
No, I never had to. The weather didn't get cold enough for me to have to put my car up. These are people like up north that are putting their cars away for like the entire winter and going through like hibernation essentially.
Oh yeah.
And I kept my car out the whole time, but nah, seeing that comment that popped up, but yeah, I think that, you know, that's one thing. If some people are good at the written test, but they're trash when it comes to, you know, the actual participation part, and then some are vice versa. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty decent at both. If I had like a paper test, I think I could sit down and do a paper test and I'd do decent. You know, I probably wouldn't be best in class or anything, but I can handle both. I was pretty decent in school, and then I pick up things pretty quickly, so. I mean, I think, and of course, yeah, I know the simulator's not anything compared to real life, but I feel like I can at least get the truck moving with no, you know, instruction, I feel like. Now, you know, pulling a load and doing all this other stuff, I don't know about that. But I want to be, like, as informed as possible when I play this. Like I had mentioned earlier, I have it set to Eaton Fuller, 18 speed. I shift through all my own gears. I think I could get a truck moving on its own. I think. I probably could, but also don't y'all judge my backing up. All right, it's been a while since I actually played this, and I'm used to backing up like small trailers. I did grow up backing up trucks to my dad's truck and his trailers and stuff, but it's nothing like this. So. And I also really, really, really hate this spot. I think I already took a wrong, actually, no, I think I'm gonna do it this way. What do you say, Kerb?
Oh, that's
Oh,
I think my dad, I think the biggest thing he drove was a city bus. He worked at I think it was Firestone.
Oh, okay.
And if they messed him up, they had to pay for him. So he learned how to back up. So we had our 1500 Chevy Silverado 1500. He was able to like drive that like most people drive cars.
Yeah, I mean I feel like, I mean, just like with anything, the more you do it, I mean, you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I thought driving those Amazon 2500 vans would be or 3500 vans would be extremely hard. It was pretty easy once I got in it.
Yeah, to be honest, man, I've never driven a truck with a manual like that. I mean, the most, what should I say, the highest gear range I've ever had driving manual is, you know, 6-speed. Of course, I had a Toyota Tacoma back in high school, and that was a manual. I think it had like five. It was a 5-speed. Yeah, trust me. Nothing with like a splitter or anything like that. I think it'd be interesting though. Like I said, if I had the opportunity to do it, I'd probably like try it out. And manual is actually, and I knew how to drive, right? Because growing up the way I did, you know, my dad's real old school, so he taught me everything from a really young age. So I don't know, maybe I was 10 or 8 or however old I was already backing in his truck to, you know, up to trailers and stuff. Um, and that being said, he wanted me to learn manual, and the reason for that is because he always said if you learn to drive a manual, you can pretty much drive anything. And so the very first, I already knew like how to drive, but my very first vehicle for high school was a manual, and he had to teach me that. Yeah, I mean, I like to try it. Like, right now, like in this simulator alone, I have. So I invested a lot of, you know, like I said, money into this. God, I do not know where my trailer is going right now. I hope it's not going to hit anything. I invested quite a bit of money in this because I was so. I think I'm hitting something. I was so fascinated with trucks, so I have a 16-inch SCI wheel right now attached to my base. Um, and then I do have a shifter here on my side. So I have the range splitter. I have the switch on the side and then, you know, the one in front. Hey, I appreciate the follow, man. I really do. We'll probably still be going by the time you get back. But yeah, I've been watching YouTube videos to learn how they, you know, do that stuff, how they shift without without a clutch, how they float their gears and stuff like that. Just because I want to get as close as possible to actually like probably doing this as realistically as I can. And hey, I actually think we nailed this backup spot, honestly. I think I impressed myself with that. I have to straighten out a little bit, but
Well, you always were very good at backing in.
yeah, because I don't back in. It's not how that, it's not how that works. I appreciate the follow, man. Really do. Um, yeah, no, I wanted a button box too. Yeah, I went as far, you know, far out as I could. What I do, well, what I used to do is I have my tablet next to me, and I have a program on there. It's basically, it's called Sim Dashboard. I think it's only available for like Androids. But essentially, you can use that as a button box. You can program it, and that's what I was using for the longest time. Until I managed to get my keyboard right next to me, so I have all the buttons next to me. So right now I just use my tablet as like an information screen. So, and it shows me everything in game. So right now we're at Artesia. My cargo is the lift platform. Game time is 12:37. Income's around 109,000. Stuff like that. My truck status, my fuel indicator, all that stuff. I just got that there in the corner. I'm gonna roll up these windows here and then shut her down. But like I was saying earlier, I mean, I know my setup's it's set up the way I like it, right? I've seen people that go all out, like their living room or their game room is essentially just the cabin of a semi. I've seen those like really intense setups, and they look cool. But I can imagine that cost them like a fortune. All right, so so these are the trucks I currently have. This is like my third profile. Um, I had one profile. I had a bunch of garages, a bunch of drivers and stuff. This is this is pretty much what I got now. This is like the third profile I made. But I got my highway killer. My I think I crashed it. Oh, there it is. Has an entire 389 dash in his game room. That's awesome, dude. I've seen people like
No.
that. That is pretty
The
cool.
what?
Uh,
What is it?
he's got an entire 389 dash in his game room. That's pretty cool. I just I just crashed freaking ATS. So let me pull it back up real quick. That's the only thing I was mentioning that earlier too. I don't know why, but when it comes to, and I use John Ruda's trucks, right? I don't know why it does this, but for some reason, every time I try to select or click on the Peterbilt, specifically the Peterbilt, it crashes the game. Yeah. Running Ruda truck, yeah. Yeah. I figured. I don't know what it is with that truck specifically. I mean, I deal with it because I really like using the trucks, but I notice if I want to use the Peterbilt, I gotta select it first before I load into the world, and then everything will be fine. But yeah. John Ruda's Peterbilt. It doesn't do that with any other truck though. Any of his other trucks are fine. It's strictly the Peterbilt for me, at least. But yeah. But since we're restarting here, see, I should be able to select a truck and it'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, that's actually my tow truck. Oh, for real? Yeah, I never knew what the reason was for, honestly.
What?
That makes sense. It he's saying it conflicts with another one of his trucks. But anyway, this is, I drove this earlier, but this is the Peterbilt I have set up. Nothing too crazy. But I drove that one, and then we just did the highway killer. So I'm gonna see if this tow truck loads. Every now and then I'll go onto like Ruda's website, and I'll see what else, like what other projects he's working on. Man, when I saw this tow truck mod, oh, and it is broken. Oh no, never mind. It's just a mirror that was messed up. I'm like, it was cutting through the truck. As soon as I saw this tow truck mod, I had to get it. I had to. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And it's raining on us right now. Let me just pull the time up here. There we go. You okay over there?
Me?
Yeah, you. You sound like one of those. You sound like one of those breathing machines.
I found them. The turret gun. I forgot what it's called.
Oh. Oh, here's
the one
a good
the
one.
Terminator uses.
Actually, we'll take. Oh, this is about a 4-hour drive. We'll take this one. Expires in like 5 hours.
You running a convoy?
No, I'm just I'm taking the tow truck now. Yeah, I've been on well, I mean, I try to have a healthy rotation of all his trucks, right? I haven't used the Freightliner in a while, but my top two favorites are definitely his Peterbilt and his Kenworth, and I go back and forth between those two because those are just two of my ultimate favorites. I want to get his cab over one of these days though, and I've actually never driven that in game too, so that'd be really cool. Ever since I got these mods, I don't think I ever went back to an SCS truck. The only SCS truck I will say that I do really like is the Western Star 5700 XE. And you know, unfortunately, you can only get that truck in the used dealer. So I had to wait a few days for it to like finally pop up so I could buy it. That's probably my favorite SCS truck. Or yeah, SCS, but. And for me, man, there's nothing better than a good old-fashioned long-nose truck. Those are the ones I like the most. Where are we going? Oh man, I didn't even see where this pickup was. Pretty sure it's here in Austin. No problem, man. I appreciate the follow, though. Let me go ahead and turn down this way, and we will get going. I need another drink, though. I ran out a while back. Oh, it just stopped raining, too. Oh, nope, still going. Just because we went under an underpass. That's the other thing here, is the freaking fog. I do have a weather mod, but man, the fog gets so freaking intense. It's really hard to see at some points. Are you still doing? I can't see the line anymore. There it is. Are you still doing LSPDFR?
No.
Or are you just killing cops?
Oh, I was done killing cops. Why? You want me to switch over?
No, I was just asking what you're doing.
I'm drinking water right now.
Exciting. Whoa, slow down, slow down. Oh! I went past the line. My God. No, I might do this run and then maybe we'll switch over in a second. My truck's not gonna roll back on me, is it? All right. There we go. Oh, green light. Hold on. Not ready. What is this one? What's this can I just pulled out? Oh, this is the original. Oop. See, just like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, you can't drink and drive in real life. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, road blockage. What is going on here? Oh, there's water coming up from the manhole cover in the street. That's wild. I like the dynamic environment things though. I will say those are pretty cool. Except when they make me detour every 5 minutes. Oh, look at that guy. He's pulling some hay. I saw that a lot in my hometown too. Bunch of trucks pulling hay. We had a lot of farmland too, so hay, tractors, fertilizer, all that stuff. Make this light, dude. Okay. Now the DLC truck. So John Ruda has, for anyone who doesn't know, John Ruda has his modded semi trucks, and then he came out with a DLC for his modded trucks that turns them into what you just saw as heavy rescue tow truck, and they do handle a little differently. I noticed that just from driving them, but they handle differently if you were having just a truck pulling a trailer, or I mean even just driving as is. But it's cool that the sun's going down in game, so we'll be able to see the beacon flashing whenever we're driving. Be pretty neat. Oh, my arm's itchy too. Yeah, I think I got a damn mosquito in my room somewhere. I swear every time I've done streaming I have like a new bite somewhere. I need to get one of those Zevo things from work. One of those mosquito things. Oh, and don't let me forget that freaking F1 car again.
Look, I was busy dealing with the child.
Well, still, I forgot, so. But I do want one of
Yeah,
those.
I want one too. I think I'm gonna buy it right when I get there and just put it in my car.
Yeah, that's smart. Alright, where's our truck?
Yo, mama's house.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure her truck's there.
Yeah, my mom totaled ours. She tried to get it pregnant, but all she did was total it.
Alright, so for anyone interested in the DLC, the record DLC, pretty much the same thing, just like picking up a trailer, except now they're trucks on stilts. Or, you know, trucks on the freaking jack stands, but same concept, back up to the truck, hook up, and then you're good to go. But I will say it does handle differently than just driving an ordinary trailer. You don't have to really turn as sharp. There we go, we're connected. I'll take y'all to the outside view here. Come up. Beacon on. Yeah, that looks good. That looks awesome. We'll take off in the outside view too. Let me make sure I know where we're going though. Okay. Just make sure I make the right turn out of here. Awesome stuff. Oh, we do need to make a right turn here. Have you ever seen that heavy rescue TV show? This thing is like on Discovery or something. Actually, no, I'm lying. It was on Netflix. Basically, it's like the whole show is just about these trucks right here. It's heavy rescue semi-tow trucks, basically. But man, there's some freaking semis that find themselves in some predicaments. And it's pretty cool watching how they operate. And there's a bunch of different companies that compete with each other. Obviously, they want to be, you know, the tow company that gets there first on scene to take the job. But I was always curious how, because they show how they operate and how they gotta, you know, think and flip this truck back over whenever they flip. I was always wondering, honestly, how they did that. And whenever a truck flipped over, what they had to go through to get that thing back right side up. Oh, that freaking lime green Camaro right there. Rain stop. Wipers off. Oh, there's the tree. There's something about this, like right here. This is nostalgic. This brings me back. Because we're back here in Texas, but this like scene right here, just this night driving through these roads, it's nostalgic for me for whenever I would my parents and I would come up to Texas to visit family, specifically around the Austin area. And I remember, especially when it gets dark at night and just the smell of the air and being on the road. Very nostalgic. Let's see if this car will let. Nope. Ah, I saw you speeding up too. Freaking AI. There's a Denny's right there. Have you ever been to a good Denny's? I feel like Denny's sucks.
It's the old people's store.
There's a Denny's here around where I live, when we went, and it was the worst food I have ever had, ever.
It's for old people. No, it's just like IHOP. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just average.
I prefer IHOP, honestly, compared to whatever the heck I ate at Denny's. Like, honestly, it was pretty bad.
I prefer Don Dario's.
Yeah.
Or the Texican Cafe. Or pretty much anything that puts enchiladas and then puts carne guisada on top.
Hey, look! I'm passing the truck that rejected you.
The truck that rejected me?
Yeah, it says U.S. Foods on the side.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Ah, that's cool, though. It's a U.S. Foods truck. I need to find a skin for. Actually, I think I do. Well, maybe not on this profile. I need to find a Walmart skin so I could do one of those runs again with the Western Star.
I remember when I was I went to the Walmart and we went to the warehouse. They made my the person I was with, the Macro distributor. They made him show his ID. I think they even made me show my ID.
Wait, what are you gonna do? Rob their distribution store?
Guess so. I don't know what they thought we were gonna do, but we were going there to sell them tools. I think they even asked the Matco guy like some questions on how to fix the trucks, because that Matco dealer, he used to be a big rig mechanic. He used to do it for a living. It's like one of the 3 or 4 people I knew that were mechanics.
There's a big rig mechanic.
Oh yeah, dude, he has a tool for the 18 wheelers, bro.
Yeah.
That sledgehammer we have at work is bigger than that.
Oh, I've imagined. I think I've seen like videos of them changing. I think they got to change a tire or something. But
no, it's a specific thing. Like he rarely needed it, but like I don't know if it had to do with the wheels or something, but it actually fit one thing and to pop it off. I don't remember what he said, but it actually had a function. He said, "Yeah, no, I used it. I don't use it often, but I've used it." I think he said when he gets to that tool, pretty much the truck ain't worth fixing.
Yeah, I'd say it must be. I mean, I think being a regular mechanic is. I imagine being a freaking semi-truck mechanic is a pain in the ass. Because I imagine everything else weighs like twice as much. It's twice as complicated.
Up in California.
Speed limit just dropped straight to 55. Oh, I can pass the CMV inspection station. That's the first one we came across this entire time. But they gave me the green light, so we're gonna keep going. I don't even know if tow trucks have to weigh in like semi trucks do. Not really sure. I
would assume it would have to.
Yeah, I don't know their requirements, honestly. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I would assume they're the same too, but yeah. I don't know. There's some construction going on here. Man, they really made this city realistic. They got freaking construction zone set up. That's the most annoying thing in the world, man. When they block off 2 lanes all the way into single lanes.
I mean, like they do it on I-35 in the morning.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Again, insanity.
Sure, when I went to go help the other location, my mom got pulled over.
Jeez. Oh,
I was asleep through
crossing.
the whole traffic stop until the end when she drove away. That's when I finally woke up.
Jeez. I mean, I've been like that too, but it was when I was a kid and I was like asleep in the back seat. I saw the flashing lights, but just went back to sleep.
No,
I
I did
remember.
that, but I wasn't a kid. I think I was a teenager, and it was Border Patrol.
That's great.
It was either Border Patrol. Yeah, I think it was Border Patrol. We were coming back from a family reunion in Eagle Pass, and they told out. Maybe I was barely 18. They're like, "Make sure you have your ID out just in case." So I had my ID ready, but the dude was taking so long, I fell asleep. And they rolled down my window, and as soon as I lifted my hand up and I showed my ID. And if I remember correctly, he was like, "What the?"
That's great.
And apparently, my sister said the guy on their side was looking, and then looking in the back, like, "What the?" And apparently, my sister was adjusting herself, and my other sister was like, "Oh, that's why he's looking back there."
That was unnecessary information that you provided, but I appreciate it.
I don't know.
Oh my
All I
god.
know is my sister was doing something, and apparently, my other
It
sister
doesn't
caught it in the cop's eyes.
it doesn't surprise me that you're the one. Yeah, you just fell asleep. Just sitting there.
Should we me and my cousin were on
Hell! I
slaughter.
think we got a detour here.
Me and my cousin were on slaughter, and we were talking, and like 2 seconds after we started talking, I fell asleep. I only realized I fell asleep because I guess he turned to talk to me, and this is what I heard: "You already fell asleep," and that was what woke me up.
Okay. I see they put you in this game. There's a white Charger here that can't drive.
Hey, I can drive. The people around me can't drive. Okay, I was stopped every time. Every time I've been hit, I've been stopped.
Well, they
Not
have.
my fault that dude didn't know how to swing, and the other dude didn't know how to drive his dump truck.
Well, they have this road blocked off, so I'm gonna have to take a. Okay. Let me figure that out. Normally I'd like pull over and figure it out, but I don't want to have to go through here, so I think we're supposed to go straight. Oh, we're gonna get there regardless. Okay. Never mind. We'll take the detour route. I was just gonna try to find a new route because most of the time whenever they detour me, the GPS will circle me back around, like right back into the construction site I just detoured from. But this is going to take us a different way. It's going to get us to our destination regardless, so no big deal. Oh, we got a merge left. I'll stay in this lane. That's one thing that freaking GPS in this game. Like, my goodness. It's like you just detoured me from this construction site and they send you in a freaking huge circle and you right back where you started. Humble, Texas. I've heard of Humble, Texas. I don't think I've ever been there though. Oh look, there you go. The white Charger again. Whereas that one has a spoiler on it. Yours doesn't have a spoiler. You know what? Next time I do LSPDFR, probably when I stream tomorrow, I'm gonna use a white Charger in your honor. How about that? fall asleep again? God damn.
Yeah, you would have heard me snoring.
You can't answer? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're too good to answer. I forget. My bad.
Did I not answer? I was trying to answer.
You didn't. You said nothing.
I said if I was asleep, you would hear me snoring, but I guess...
Before that, I said the next time I stream LSPD4, I'm going to use a white charger in your honor.
I'd rather be the one using it.
Well, regardless, so I'm still going to use it. I think we could put ALPR things on it too, so I can run traffic and have things going off. That'd be pretty cool. I'll probably start off, I'll start off with that, and then we'll switch over to K9 unit, since the first stream I did where I had the K9 unit, and he unfortunately blew up. He was in the car when it exploded. That video is not making it to YouTube because the quality is really bad because my settings were not set right. All these other recordings are going to go up for sure on my YouTube, but since that one had bad quality and I deleted the footage, technically it never happened, so Zeus never died. And that's the story we're going to stick with. About 6 minutes from our 6 minutes from our destination here. That's where night drives hit different, if I'm being honest. They really do. Especially when there's like minimum traffic. That sounds so good. There's an ambulance about to pass me. Have you ever... So there's one time I was headed to work, and there's a ambulance running code 3, right? And I was obviously traveling faster than the ambulance, but because they were running lights, I didn't want to pass them. I just thought about that as I saw this ambulance pass by.
Nah, you should have passed them, but like, bro, you're driving too slow. Come on now, you're going to go save a life.
I know, it's just an awkward situation, because, like, I'm driving there, and I see the ambulance pull on. He's got his lights and sirens on. You know, you're supposed to pull over, so I do. I let him by. And then I freaking catch back up to him, and he's going easily like 10, 15 under what I was doing. So it's just awkward at that point. And it's not just me, it's like other people. This is on like 35 too. So we're all just pretty much just following him.
Nah, I got annoyed. I just went around. But like, bro, I go faster than you. You ain't trying to hurry up to that patient.
Maybe they're going to save you. I wouldn't drive that fast either.
No.
Not even you said no. You're like, nah,
use the helicopter.
I wouldn't drive fast from either. They can't put you in a helicopter.
Helicopter.
Remember, you bog it down. It wouldn't be able to take off.
They wouldn't be able to fit me in the ambulance.
I like how you admitted that, though.
I didn't admit it. That doesn't make sense. You modern day Jezebel.
I'm pretty sure.
You Jezebel. Ain't no one hear from you, Jezebel.
Actually, no, I think a helicopter is a little more cramped than a ambulance. I'm trying to remember. I've seen people loaded up in both, so I remember how the air unit works though. They have they have like a stretcher that not really a stretcher, but they have it where it swings out of the helicopter.
It depends. I mean,
when
a lot of them where they use old.
I will say when I worked security though, and at the hospital, they did have to put this really big guy. It took like a few paramedics and a couple nurses to get this guy into the freaking helicopter. And I'm like, if they're able to get him in there, they can get you in there. I think you'll be fine.
And I think it depends because I've seen a lot of them where they use like I think around my old place where I used to live. We lived down the street from the hospital. They sometimes had old Blackhawks, or I think they're called Hueys. Forgot the actual name.
Hueys and
Had 'em.
Blackhawks are different things, I think.
I can't remember. I know.
Isn't
Well,
a,
I think they have different names.
isn't a Huey like from the freaking Vietnam War?
That's what a Blackhawk was.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah, just different models, different uses. I mean, they have this. A lot of military stuff. It's the same
my
thing with
bad,
different
dude.
names.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that the road merged, and I was just completely passing this truck. Although if I was already in the lane, he would have had to wait on me legally. But it's fine. Whatever. I apologize. I'll take the blame on that one. Won't pay attention. But yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about helicopters. I just know that they fly. Honest, that's all my knowledge on helicopters. They fly. Dang, do you see that sky? That's pretty sick. Hold on. That's pretty cool. Like the moon's trying to come through the clouds. That's awesome. .3 minutes remaining in this drive. Actually, I have no idea where I'm at right now. We're headed to... How do you say it? Is it Beaumont? Baymont? Beaumont? In Texas? I don't know why I'm asking you. You don't know words.
Yeah, but I lived in Texas.
You live in Texas.
Hold on. Is it on your stream?
Yeah. Oh, well, no. Technically it's not, but it's
Belmont?
Sure. How'd you say it?
Belmont?
Belmont? Yeah, I read it. I couldn't pronounce it, if I'm being honest.
What was it spelled?
Beaumont.
I think that is, oh, that's hold on.
Regardless, shout out to anyone from Beaumont or Baymont or however you say it. Feel free to,
I think would be the closest.
yeah, feel free to correct me. Also, if anyone from Artesia, New Mexico happens to see this, what's up? Drop a follow, because that's pretty sick.
Belmont.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's called, Belmont.
Beaumont. Did you do the little, like, did you Google it and do the voice thing?
Google Translate?
Yeah.
Yep.
Google Translate. Honestly. Well, I don't know anymore. I don't know. Donuts. Donut shop. Damn, I was thinking of how we have those Krispy Kreme donuts. I wish they did the double again, like double chocolate, double glazed. I don't mind a good old-fashioned glazed donut though. I'm a simple person. Like, and my favorite, I was talking to one of my friends. My favorite ice cream is vanilla, and she's like, "Vanilla's not a flavor." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." She's like, "No, it's not," because it's so just, I guess, simple and boring. But I'm a simple guy. That's what I like. I like a good, just plain old vanilla. Yeah, I'm actually not that big on chocolate either. I don't really care for it. What's that that triple one? Is it Neapolitan? The one with all 3 flavors? Is that what it's called? The ice cream with got like vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, all three of them in one container. Isn't that Neapolitan, or is that something totally different?
I think so, but I don't like strawberry, so I never touch that shit.
Of course.
Stuff.
I don't know why I'm asking you, because you don't know anything. I literally, honestly, I'm just catching myself. I don't know why I'm asking you these questions. I forget it. And it's weird, because sometimes you do know things, though. But the things you know are always completely unrelated to whatever anybody's talking about.
Like PC, guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes from really one direction to the next. That's because my dad would go from playing with guitars to wanting to build a server to making a knife to being bored of that to going to reloading.
I don't know if I'll have time to do it on. Well, I'm gonna stream tomorrow too, but I think on the weekend when I'm not streaming, I'm gonna work on putting together a 5M server. Huh?
I thought 5M was the brand. I thought for the company. Do you want me to get my dad to do it?
I literally told you I had one.
Oh. Well,
I told you this today. Remember?
Yeah, I know. Well, like he could actually like have, never mind. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I can't get it out.
As usual. Oh god.
Like you had to pay for yours, right?
No.
Oh, because I know when we were looking it up,
damn it. This is the weirdest
you had to pay for.
Drop off there. Where? I mean, I'll look into it again. I mean, but
nice. He's got servers. He's not really using it. He's making one for gaming. So.
Well, let me look into what I got first. I was just saying so we could do that. Freaking, you can be slightly better backup than the AI.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'll probably end up crushing you two more.
Yeah. This is actually probably true. You probably end up shooting me in the back of the head too.
Yeah, or the AI.
Yeah.
Or the fucking.
You'll probably end up running me over at some point. I guarantee it. I'll put money on that. See? That lab told me everything I need to know.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, that's your other catchphrase too.
Yes, and Jezebel.
You know, I'm gonna enroll you in a class on talking trash talk, because you need help. You only have one thing you can repeat over and over again. I'm actually impressed that it's not your mom anymore though, so you are leveling up a little bit.
That's because honestly, it was only fun when you got annoyed by it, and then afterwards, it just became a habit that I haven't been able to break. Like,
so you set yourself up. That's awesome.
Yeah, actually, like our old manager, because before you transferred, I would say to him, and he would just smile and drive away, and it just made me realize it wasn't funny. But then you came back, so I started it again, but you got immune to it by then.
Yeah. But I will, so I got used to a lot of stupid stuff you say. But I will say, you do have a specialty, and it's that you can still say the most outrageously stupid things that still trigger me. So, congratulations. You still find a way.
Yeah. Your wife and I are the coworker.
Oh my god.
And we say we're like brothers with that point.
Yeah, I don't want to be your brother. Because then that means I'm
I was going to say, well, I mean, I don't know. Isn't there usually in siblings the good-looking one and then not the good-looking one?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess.
Anyways, but yeah, I was gonna tell him no, but then I don't have a brother, so I have no idea.
Well,
And the
yeah.
only examples of brothers I have are extreme. They put each other through walls.
I mean, if I could move your fat ass, I would put you through a wall. I would have done
I
that
would
by
put
now.
you in a wall first.
You couldn't even catch me. You'd be out of breath.
Wouldn't have to catch you, but you'd be close up if we were to that point.
Yeah, no, I've seen your reaction time.
Wouldn't be my reaction time. It would be.
Oh god, I am failing. I am failing back in this truck not even this, because it's not a trailer, so you don't have to turn insanely crazy. Just I forget because I was backing in the trailers earlier. There we go. Get that truck in there. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. There we go.
Oh, every time you die, it takes more and more off of the car.
Every time you die. What?
Yeah, I was driving a Los Santos police car,
Uh,
and then I died, and it took off the name of the police agency. Then I died again. It took off the top lights.
that shouldn't. That shouldn't be how it works. That shouldn't be
That's
happening.
what's happening. I
Hmm.
gotta try something else. I gotta kill myself again.
Jeez. Are you sure it's just not every? Are you like Are you going back to the same car, or are you like respawning it again?
No, so I'm dying, and the car is spawning at the hospital. But I noticed the Los Santos
Oh,
police badge for Los Angeles. You know, the fake Los
yeah,
Angeles GTA makes. The
yeah.
logos are gone, and then
And we're set.
it still had a light bar on top. And then I died again, and now the light bar is gone.
Hmm. Gotcha.
So I'm gonna run right into that bridge again and die again and see what happens.
Well, I made it to my destination here.
You know what they say, Vinny Vidi Vici.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Vinny Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Well, my dad says it's something slightly different, but it's close enough of translation.
Hmm. I came, I saw, I conquered. I ate some
Tortillas, nachos,
tortillas.
carne asada.
That was your first go-to was some tortillas.
I have with some butter on top over the stove. Oh my god, that's still good.
All right, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Entertain my stream for me.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't
They
think there's
don't come
anyone there.
from me.
I don't think there's anyone there anyway. But
Did you look? Oh, nothing got taken off this time. Let me try again. Maybe it's because I wasn't right away. The big Kaye. Oh no, I didn't die that time. I don't know how to entertain people over the internet. What does he think? I'm Jim Carrey. I was gonna go to the restroom in the middle of a stream. Not dedicated. Ole. Ole. Oh, there we
you know
go.
there are people that go to the bathroom middle stream, right? They don't just sit there and piss themselves.
I don't know.
You didn't make me laugh though. I don't know how to entertain people on the internet. But
I
it's
don't.
funny. It's funny though, because I already mentioned this earlier. When we're obviously when we're in person around literally anybody, even if I start talking to them, you don't even know them. You do not shut up. You continue to talk, and you do not know how to shut up. Yet, as soon as somebody puts a camera in your face, then you're all shy.
I don't talk to people when you talk to them that I don't know.
That's my point. You take over on the conversation like it's nothing, but as soon as the camera goes on, yeah, you get all shy and quiet.
You know?
I am impressed though. I will say you talk more during this stream than you ever have. So that was awesome. Congratulations, you're becoming a man.
Because I'm trying to help you. That's why.
Well, I appreciate you trying to help.
Probably not helping.
No, that's probably
I don't know
entertaining.
if I.
People
I don't know about that.
people will get to see our dynamic, and they'll get to see what I have to deal with every single day.
And let's see what I have to deal with every day.
Well, I mean, what you deal with every day is it's actually pretty good. All right, that last truck I'm gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to our Western Star here. I think I got the CR England skin on this. And I actually see a lot of these guys on the road. Oh yeah, there's my Western Star. Alright, let's get the trailer manager. Where is... there's my drive in. Yep, boom, perfect.
So after the second time, it stops taking stuff away.
I'm glad your experiment went the way you know. I'm glad you were able to scientifically figure that out. All right, pick a state. What state am I going to? Am I going to start out in?
Oklahoma.
All right, Oklahoma.
Stay there.
I'm like,
Once you go to Oklahoma, you can't come back to Texas.
we'll go to Oklahoma City. How about that?
Once you go to Oklahoma, isn't there Oklahoma City in Texas?
Sure. I'm probably.
I know there's a Victoria, there's a New York, Texas.
I gotta switch this. This is an automatic truck, so I'm gonna switch this to automatic. Hey, whenever you breathe, try not to do it directly into, the microphone.
I can't help that. Jump for.
Cargo market. Let's see. Will be a good drive here. Oh, actually, I want it from Oklahoma City.
I am the Popo.
We got pelleted Kirby food right here. Looks like some dog food there.
You know what they say, dog food is very protein high.
I'm sure it is.
I don't know why someone had the urge to look that up.
I don't know why you know that information.
It popped up on my phone. I was on Facebook. Facebook just tells me random stuff.
We'll do some computers. From Ashley Home Store to DSP.
To DSP.
So we're going from Oklahoma City to Dallas, Texas. I have my truck set up as automatic now. Oh, my brakes are on. Oh, hey, honked the horn by accident. Alright, here we go. I will say, as much as I love driving the manual trucks, it is nice getting behind one of the automatics. You really can just cruise. I gotta worry about shifting. Like I said,
no running from Popo.
It is definitely my favorite STS truck, though. 100%.
You know what they got themselves into.
We're gonna have to get Raul in on these streams too.
Yes, good luck.
What do you mean, good luck?
I said good luck. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Stupid. Hey, you watched the one yesterday.
Well, you want to watch it?
I mean,
That's
the
it then.
next time he games with us.
What is 2026? 60? Well, we're 60 and he's 80.
Sure, I guess. I don't know what any of that has to do with anything.
It's the next time he's gonna play with us.
Yeah. Oh look, there's a KFC right next to me.
Your favorite?
Actually, I haven't been to KFC in years, dude. And I mean years. I kind of miss it, honestly. I really don't remember what it tastes like, if I'm being honest. I haven't been to KFC since
1985.
since I moved to Texas, so back in like 2016.
I was in high school when you moved to Texas.
You're in what?
High school.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, that was 1 year before I graduated.
It's amazing you graduated.
Not really. My school district sucked. You couldn't get lower than a 50 in academic classes.
Well, let's see what variety you got. Oh, it's the Shiner Blonde. The Shiner Light Blonde. That's not going to do anything,
Yep.
but...
In my high school, you couldn't get lower than a 50. And then I think they rose it to 6. I don't know if it was originally a 40 you could get lower than, or a 60. So you literally just write your name on the paper and you can turn it in, and you would get a 40.
So that's how you passed. Got it. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
That, and I took the STAR test every year, twice a year, and 3 times a year. I failed it every time, except for the last time I passed. I can't remember if it was English 1 or English 2 that I passed. And then I failed the other one, and they just said, you attempted it every year, you took it like 20 times, we're just going to go ahead and pass you.
That's great.
And that's how I graduated. I passed the history. I was one of the few, if not the only one in my school to get commended. No, they was the only one out of my teacher students to get commended, and then almost all her students failed.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You would understand. For whatever reason, you'd probably have a lot of history knowledge for, again, whatever reason.
I'm not gonna lie, when she pulled me out, I think, damn, I probably failed, but I hope I passed. And then I was shocked when she said, you were the only one to get commended, and I was like, what the fuck, you wanna redo that? Like, you wanna redo it? The one I was surprised I passed the first time, I don't think I got commended, I think I barely passed with biology.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I passed high school. I failed college. I failed, let's see.
College.
I did drop out. Because I failed.
You didn't feel it?
Is this a right turn I gotta make? Yeah, it is. Or left turn, I mean. Let's see, I failed math. I had calculus. I failed that. I was good at history, so I did good in history. Failed chemistry, because what the hell do I know about chemistry? And I passed English, or literature, which is one of my worst subjects in high school. And that's the only class I ended up passing. I don't get it either.
It's the teachers, that's why. It really is the teachers.
Honestly, it wasn't. I just didn't understand. Well, yes and no. I mean, to be fair, I personally didn't understand it. I mean, the teachers did explain it well. It's just I never caught on to it. At least when it came to chemistry, I didn't understand chemistry at all.
Chemistry would be have the hands-on for me.
Now physics.
What I think I was.
Now my physics class the next year, yeah, that was on the teacher because he blatant like legitimately let us copy each other, final exams.
Oh no, mine was pretty chill. She was like, "Yeah,
I've been
I
out
know
of high
you're not
school.
always gonna be a."
I say
Oh, you talking about your
I've been out
college?
of high school for 10 years, so that can't come back to me.
My teacher was I don't even know if half my teachers still work at my high school, but by physics, she was like, "I understand you're not gonna always be 100%. I don't want to always be 100%. So those days you're gonna slack off, that's fine. You can make it up, but don't distract any other students." And I guess because physics was a lot of stuff where you applied it, I actually got a decent grade in it.
What did you do? Did you throw your stomach around and measure the velocity?
No, I think we had to do some stupid thing with the. I think I chose a. I think we were supposed to do it a group project, but I chose to do it by myself.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we did any like. I think all our stuff is literally paperwork. I don't think we have ever applied anything.
No, my school applied to a lot of stuff. Like we had a what is it, forensic science class, and they
Oh, that's cool.
test of
The brakes are sensitive.
test decomp. We actually took chicken breasts and put them outside. So I was the only, I guess, kid that lived near a dumpster. I was the only one who was able to handle the smell. Every other kid was like grossed out. That's like, it smells like a dumpster. What do you want me to do?
Make it not smell like a dumpster.
I mean, like
we dissected frogs and stuff. I mean, I meant like physics. I don't remember ever applying anything physics based. We did biology stuff, of course, but
no, yeah, my physics teacher, or at least that teacher I had, she was very like hands-on. It was a lot of hands-on stuff she wanted us to do with a little bit of book work, because I think she was trying to balance it out for students like me that didn't really learn through a book. But like I told you a while back, we had automotive, we had construction, we had, I think, computer classes, different ones. We had graphics design I was in, and then a gaming one where you could learn to program games or something.
Yeah.
That class was so new that the teachers were literally making the course right then and there. We were the first classes, so they didn't really know what to do. So they had the school pay for Code Academy or something.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my teachers were good. Don't get me wrong, but when it came to like the ones I ended up failing in, well, in college, like I said, it was a lot of me too. Because I mean, to be honest, I just didn't understand it. It didn't matter how they explained it, but no. But some of it was definitely because the teachers were a little too relaxed.
Oh, you talking about college? Yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm not talking about. I meant in like high school, which is why I didn't pick it up. Why I wasn't prepared for college, which was mainly chemistry, like the sciences. But like I never should have passed that class, honestly, because I didn't do any of the work. I didn't know anything.
I think when I got in chemistry, what we were supposed to learn, we didn't learn any of it. So the teacher had to go back to basics or something. Like, I can't tell if I'm mixing up something I read online or my actual experience, but pretty sure like a lot of us, no, it was certain students had a teacher that was supposed to teach them the basics and they didn't, and so a lot of students were like behind in chemistry. It was physics. The teacher didn't teach everything she was supposed to, so another teacher had to go back and like teach certain students certain stuff.
I'm not sure if I can flip.
That was kind of hard for me in high school, because I think my freshman year, the class was like 40 to 60 students, and it it was like supposed to be 2 teachers, so like it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So when I needed help and I just needed a little help, I'd ask for help, and then the teacher would just start to cut. The student teacher would come to help me. I don't know what there was because he wasn't a student teacher. He was a coach, but he had another job where he would help the math classes. And I'd ask for help, and right when he got to me, another student just yelled and just walked away. And I was annoyed. I was like, "What's the point?"
I think they're called TSA, or is it TSA? I don't know. I think we call them TSA or something like that.
That sounds somewhat right, but like no, he wasn't a teacher assistant. He was like he had a degree in what he was doing, but he was mainly a coach. But like some kid yelled from the back, and he went right to him, and all I could think was, "What's the point of me raising my hand? Y'all tell me to raise my hand, and we'll get to y'all." But then I've been raising my hand for like 20 minutes, and y'all never got to me.
Oops. Maybe your hand was too stubby and they didn't see it.
No, I was actually a lot skinnier right now.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm running the Western Star 5700, the CR England skin. I went ahead and switched over to an automatic truck, but let's shut that down. Yeah, I was saying it's nice. I really enjoy driving the manuals, but yeah, it's nice getting behind the wheel of one of these automatics, just cruising. I was like, yeah, no, but the brakes on this thing are pretty touchy. I don't mean to come to a complete stop, but they're a lot more sensitive. I really love the interior on this truck, though. That is why it's one of my favorites. But we're taking some computers out to Dallas. We're starting in Oklahoma City. There we go. On the road again. Freaking. Have you ever heard freaking Joe sing that song whenever he's working? Or whenever we're taking the forklift out in the middle of the day? Motherfucker. He always sings that song. On the road again.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Honestly, I just found my love for Western Star 2. Like specifically this one. Like I said, this one is definitely my favorite. Especially over the 57X, I think is what it's called in game 2. That one just looks a little too modern. This one's got like a nice kind of older school feel to it. I think Ruda's got a older Western Star, if I'm not mistaken, does he? I can't really remember. No, the guy who makes the truck mods. I thought he had a Western Star somewhere. That's like an older model. But yeah, the Western Stars for sure. Yeah, Western Stars have definitely grown on me for sure. I think eventually I'm going to end up, at some point, I'm going to end up with all of Ruda's trucks at one point or another. But for me, I gotta like kind of figure out where I want my money to go, because I decided to pick 2 of the most expensive hobbies that you could have, which
At least you only got 2. I got 3.
One is gaming and all my sim stuff, and then the other is my car and all the car parts and changes I'm making on that. Plus, I'm also married, so I gotta really keep track of where all my money goes. But
that's the most expensive hobby you got.
Yeah. I mean, not really. My wife watches the stream, so shut up.
I don't
Nah,
know.
nah. I mean, but yeah. So eventually, I think eventually I'll end up owning all his trucks. I already got a good number of them, but
This lady does not want to go in the back seat.
I do think the next one I want to get that I do buy is the cab over though. Yeah. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. He says I got 3 diesel trucks, things that go bang. If you know what I'm talking about, and gaming. That's another thing I can't afford to get into, but
Oh, he's dead.
I only got my 2. I got one that I keep in the dresser and one I keep in my car, but nothing crazy outside of that.
I got 3, I think.
Yeah, I know you got a lot.
Those are what I own. Then
Yeah.
my dad gets a lot. Well, my dad said when he passes away, that's the one thing he knows he's gonna give to me.
Yeah.
So he's got like, I want to say 4 or 5.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
your name makes sense now. It really does.
What?
This dude said he's got about 35-ish. His name's Gunslinger. That's a lot. But it's a lot, but at the same time, it's not enough.
What kind of got mostly handguns or rifles?
Uh-oh. I'm sure he just heard you. Don't answer.
I figured.
I mean, yeah, all I got is 2 handguns. That's it.
1 handgun, 2 rifles, 1 from my childhood.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I have some back at home too, with my parents still, but nothing crazy. A 20 gauge and a couple 22s.
Oh, my dad hates it, but man, I love shooting the Magnum rounds.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why he hates it.
Makes it more fun when you keep shooting.
Yeah, I remember. I'm gonna share a personal story. I remember when I was a kid. Don't judge me, I was a kid, okay? I grew out of it. He said he's got to mix about 10 pistols and 20 plus rifles. And his favorite is the Serbu 50 cal by far. Yeah. So yeah, when I was younger, my dad, you know, and of course, like I said earlier, my dad very old school, traditional, so he tried to teach me everything he could when I was growing up. One of the things was, you know, handling guns and stuff like that. When I was a kid, I had this 22, but it converted. So it was a 22, but it also converted into a shotgun. And
oh, you had one of those too?
Yeah, the shotgun made me cry.
It made you cry?
It made me cry. It hurt me. It hurt my shoulder. Obviously, I grew up and got used to it, but I wasn't used to it, so.
Well, to be fair, my dad's thing is to train people. Don't start off, just give them whatever. Don't give them like the light gun at first. Give them what you have. So like when I was teaching my brother-in-law, or future brother-in-law, to shoot, I was trying to get him to shoot the 22 first, and then go up to like my rifle. My dad was like, "Nah, just give him the biggest thing you have."
Yeah. To be honest, I don't remember. It was one of the conversions. It was a 22, and then you flip the barrel. I can't really remember. You either flip the barrel or exchange it or something to, you know.
So
it was a single shell shot though.
if I remember correctly with mine, I think I had the same thing you did. I didn't get that until after I started shooting. Yeah, it's a 22, okay. And then it switched to a 410 shotgun.
So yeah. So 22 to 410. I do also.
Yeah, so it's.
I do also have a 20 gauge that's with my parents right now, but yeah, that's the one I was talking about, the 22 to 410.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, both ones operate like a shotgun, so you break it.
Yes, exactly.
And then you put it back. And then I think what's it called? There was a screw on the bottom, and you took the screw out and you swapped it, and that's how you did it. Because we used to swap it at the range.
Yeah, my dad usually swapped it for me because I would go with him and I was a kid. So,
You know, when I was a kid, I didn't start off with the 22. Matter of fact, I think I had been shooting for a while when they gave me a choice between that handgun, 22 handgun, and then that 22 rifle.
now remind me, because I remember shooting it and I remember like some details, but I was really young, so I don't remember everything.
I think it was a Ruger.
Yeah, I think you're right, but did you have to do some kind of like, you know how like you're talking about the like a World War II, right? Or not World War II, like a Civil War rifle where you have to use a freaking stick or whatever.
Mine, you didn't have to.
Okay, I think mine you had to use something like that. He's on the hunt for an Air Force survival rifle they pack up in the stock, and it's a 22 that you put together in the field. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not what I had. Mine was it was wood, and I think we carried the 22 or the shotgun separate most of the time in the bag with us. But yeah, my dad didn't start me off with 22s, and neither did my grandpa. I shot what they shot.
Yeah.
So when they shot their 9 mils, they told me to put my hands where I was supposed to, and then they would put their hands above it, and then they would let me shoot.
Yeah. What, to catch the recoil? What? The kick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they would start talking once it was done shooting, and then my dumbass as a kid would be like, "Oh, I wonder why it stopped shooting," and I would point it towards me. And
Yeah.
they would look. My dad would look at me every once in a while, and he would smack it down.
Yeah, my dad, and I've also shot my dad's 357, but I'd say like with cars, guns.
357 Magnum. That's a revolver, right?
Well, it's, yeah. Don't ask me what caliber it's shot. I think it's
357.
Well, it wasn't a Magnum.
Oh,
I might have gotten, and I might have gotten the revolver name wrong. But that's what I was gonna say. Like when it comes to cars, like for like things I'm interested in, like cars, guns, gaming, I'm more proficient in gaming for sure because I've been doing it longer. With cars and guns, I do have the general knowledge and things like I pick up, but I will admit I'm not the most informed, so I can't really name like names off the top of my head. I've been around a lot of guns. I can't tell you all the ones I've used though.
I couldn't tell you either. I mean,
Same with cars, but
I don't know how many of the. What?
No, I'd say like same thing with cars. Like I don't know jack about the mechanical stuff, that how everything works, but there's enough that I do know.
I usually, when I have to fix it, is when I learn stuff about it, or like stuff that just ends up clicking.
Oh yeah, sure. I want to say my dad. No. I don't think it was a 357. I could be getting it completely wrong. Is it? Or is it a 358 or something like that? It's a smaller, it's a smaller revolver that he has. It is a revolver.
I don't know. The only one I remember my grandpa had, and it was because it's recent. It had this. It was basically the 50 cal version. I think it was called a Judge or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was fun to shoot. Yeah, then my uncle's friend, when we went shooting one time. I've told you this, but they don't know. We had so much. I think we had like 2 AR-15 or 2 or 3 AR-15s, like 2 AKs, about like a 6-foot white table, lifetime table. Half of it was full of handguns, half of it was full of ammo. On the handgun side, they had a. I can't remember exactly if it was a MAC-10 or a Tech-9.
Jeez.
We had one of those on there, and unannounced to us, there was a wedding going on. Oh, and we had a couple shotguns. I think we started off with shotguns that day.
Yeah. And yeah, it might be. It might be 38 special, maybe.
Oh yeah. 38 special.
Yeah, 38 special.
Right.
Yeah, but what I remember is he had that revolver, and then he had a gun belt that went with it. So he had all the bullets around the waistline.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. The holster. I mean, the whole thing was he had the holster connected to the belt, but that thing was fun. I liked it. I've never shot anything over a 45 caliber though.
Oh, you gotta shoot a 6.5 Creedmoor. That's fun.
I want to see if this guy could compete with you. He's got over 600 rounds of 5.56 NATO alone.
I couldn't tell you.
You don't know how much y'all have?
No, we reload a bunch, and then my uncle has his ammo, and then my grandpa has his, and then my dad has his.
Yeah, when it
how much?
When it comes to guns, yeah, it's definitely Kirby over here. From what he tells, a lot of ammo, a lot of guns. He's the gun nut in our group for sure. I like them. I personally don't own a lot though. Go ahead. What you saying?
We got a reloading setup in our garage. Then we're doing 300 blackout. I think my dad started 6.5 Creedmoor, 223, 9mm. I think either 40 or 45. And then my dad's very into. He had a job where he learned CAD.
Yeah.
So now he's automating all of that.
Okay.
So he's trying to make it to where all he has to do is like throw a bunch of empty casings in there, and it just does it itself. He's got a lot of stuff from online from the 3D printing community.
Yeah.
But then he's also redesigned it himself.
That's cool.
Because he didn't like certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle's reloaded. Well, he's told me, he's like, just bring me your casings, and he's reloaded a bunch for me. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been shooting for a long time, though. It's been a while. This guy said his foreman at work does reloads for him. He's working 300 rounds of 44 Magnum for him right now. Yeah, I'd say my uncle is always like, hey, bring your casings, I'll refill them for you. Like, alright, but I haven't been shooting in a long time. It's expensive. And that's why, that's
why we started reloading.
Yeah, but that's one thing I miss about my hometown, right? Is because in my hometown, you could just drive a couple minutes into the county and just fire off whatever you want.
We do somewhat the same. We just don't go no more because two reasons. The guy passed away, and then the last time we went shooting, someone shot one of his bulls, and we just decided not to fight it because they said we did it. It was like, bro, we weren't even shooting that direction.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, and you could tell there's like, there's places where people set up before, they set up their own like homemade targets and stuff, but it was fun. But sometimes whenever I go back down there, we'll go out back and we'll shoot off some rounds and stuff.
We bought a corridor one time. We took watermelons, shaving cream.
That's cool.
I think that was the time we had that helicopter because there was a wedding going down the road.
Yeah, I remember you told me that story.
Yeah.
They cops told us. Yeah, they called the cops, right? Because they heard gunfire or something.
Yeah, the cops couldn't find us because I want to say he had 100 acres, so we literally were like, his house was in the front of the property, and even then it was kind of far back from the front. So they drove to his house, and then when you got to his house, you had to open a gate drive through the bulls, and then open another gate, and then I think we like drove around or something because we didn't want to shoot towards the bulls because the bulls were towards his house, so we were shooting to the left.
I just
And then bulls were bigger than my uncle's Charger.
the rest of your comment disappeared before I read all of it. he said that he buys his stuff for it and buy his beer. Hey, that's how I would want to get paid too, if I'm being honest. Actually, that is how you've paid me before. You've paid me in beer plenty of times.
For what?
Remember? Like when, well, I mean, it's not crazy stuff. I haven't like built anything for you, but you don't want to shop alone, so you're like, hey, I'll buy you some beer if you do this. I'm like, all right, bet.
Oh, I don't like shopping. I don't like being around people.
No, but you bought me beer for something else, and I went and did it. I can't remember what it was, but I'm like, all right, bet. If you offer beer as payment, I'm there. You have bought me beer as payment before, though. Plenty of times.
Maybe a bit. That's all I remember.
No, I remember there's something, and like I said, it wasn't extravagant. I wasn't building you anything, but you did buy me beer for it. Although, if you do ask me to help you on a project, I might have to upcharge you to some whiskey. But, you know, maybe I'll cut you a break.
It'd just be cheaper to buy my cousins at Special Oregano.
Special Oregano. I never heard it called that before. That's funny. Made it to our destination though. Back this puppy in. But yeah, I think Raul's with us too. Yeah. I don't remember, but I told him, I'm like, dude, I'd do just about anything for if you buy me a beer. Okay, let me flip this thing in real quick. Cold case of Coors and a pack of American Spirit Blacks, and I'll get it done. That's what's up, man. Girl, you know me. I'm an import guy. So my dad's a Coors guy, but actually I'm more of a connoisseur, if you want to call me that. I like trying different things, but I think my main go-to is probably Modelo's, like the imports. Those I started out with Dos Equis when I first started drinking when I was younger. I did start out with Dos Equis, but I kind of fell out of it. But yeah, Modelo, Corona, the Mexican beers are my go-to. But I mean, that's the other thing. I also like Busch. I like Budweiser.
Bud Light.
I hate Bud Light. I'm sorry, but I don't like Bud Light. My dad, now my dad always brings Coors. Whenever he stops by and he's in town, he'll bring Coors along, and I'll usually I'll drink some of them if that's what I got in my fridge. I don't really discriminate too hard.
Yeah, my uncle gave us a $2,000 or a $1,200 3D printer, so my dad felt obligated to do stuff for him.
Yeah, like, I mean, to be honest, the best kind of beer is cold, and the other best is free. So, I had to kind of acquire. Same thing with me. It is an acquired taste. I kind of had to drink enough of it to kind of really get used to it. But I mean, that's mainly what my family all drank. So. And then when we went to the NASCAR race in Florida, we went to the Daytona 500 for our honeymoon a couple years ago, I think. But yeah, they had that tall, man. Beer freaking there is expensive though, but they had that. I had a good old tall can of Busch beer, but I mean, like right now, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I had bought a case of a Shiner variety pack with a bunch of different flavors. So I like kind of, yeah, I guess how most people would do like wine tasting or something. I like trying different beers. And then I've just started getting into drinking whiskey too. So, but yeah, the good stuff. And it's always good having it when gaming too. Real relaxing. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I think that was the end of our job, right? Yep, we're good to go. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll end up cutting the stream off here. I appreciate y'all for hanging out for real, and thanks for the follows. I really appreciate it. Um, like I said, I just giving a shot at this. I'm just doing it for fun. I like connecting with people. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna. ATS is in my rotation. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be playing some LSPDFR. It's a GTA mod. Um, oh, hold on. I just missed your comment. Oh, I imagine, dude. Yeah, Tequila and I have had, we have our history together for sure. But yeah, no, tomorrow I'll probably be playing LSPDFR. It's a GTA mod if you don't know about it that allows you to play as a police officer. But you're interested in that, you can stop by, join the stream. Right now, I'm considering my schedule because I'm just starting this out. My schedule's gonna be about 5:30 to around 9 o'clock every day, except for Saturdays and Sundays. I'll spend time with my family um, during those days. But yeah, man, if you want to tune into that one too, feel free. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And y'all have a good rest of y'all's night. LSPDFR beats 5M. I'll be here. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's cool, man. All right, well, like I said, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch y'all later on.